And good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Jasper High School baseball coverage here on 18 WJTS. I'm Carey Schneider, and this afternoon the Wildcats are on the road in Ferdinand to take on the county rival of the Forest Park Rangers. The Wildcats coming into today's contest with an 18-5 record. Forest Park 17-3. Jasper on the heels of a 18-2, barn burner, I guess what I'm going to call it, but a thrashing of the Southridge Raiders on Friday night at Alvin C. Ruxter Field. In that ball game, the Wildcats knocked out 14 hits. Like I said, 18 runs in the contest, led by Braden Giesler with 3 hits and 5 at bats. He was 3 for 5 with a grand slam in the ball game. Andrew Noblin 4 for 5 with 3 doubles. Will Wallace 2 for 3 with a 3-run homer himself. And Tyler Atkins added to the home run fray, actually with a solo shot in that first inning. He went 2 for 3 in the contest against 3 Southridge pitchers. Meanwhile, Forest Park, the Rangers are coming off a 2-0 loss last night or Friday night to the North Posey Vikings here at Ranger Field here in Ferdinand. The Rangers only mustered out 3 hits in that contest to North Posey's 4. Again, Forest Park coming into the contest at 17-3. Jasper at 18-5. The Wildcats will send Andrew Noblin to the hill today. He will face Reed Howard for Forest Park and Jared Howard's ball club. Of course, we'll bring it to you right after this here on 18 WJTS. Back at Forest Park High School, where the Jasper Wildcats and Forest Park Rangers are set to do battle on a beautiful Saturday afternoon for baseball. The Wildcats are, of course, on the road coming into today's contest with an 18-5 record after defeating Southridge 18-2 last night. So with the win today, the Cats will be, they swept all 3 county rivals here in 2024. The Wildcats will have the starting lineup this afternoon. Braden Giesler, he'll be leading off playing center field. Andrew Noblin is today's pitcher, batting second. Batting third, number 8, catcher Tyler Atkins. Will Wallace will bat cleanup. Number 25 is in left field. Cole Trevino is the first baseman. He'll play first base and bat fifth. Batting sixth, Braxton Brosmer. Number 3 is playing shortstop. Kai Kuntz is today's designated hitter for Terry Gobert's ball club. He will DH for second baseman Max Butel. And A.J. Holzman and Jack Levin will round out the Wildcats lineup today. Holzman batting 8th, playing third base. Levin is in right field. And, of course, again, he'll be batting 9th. On the hill for Jared Howard's ball club is Reed Howard. Howard coming in today's contest, only 10 2/3 innings pitched. He's 1-0 with an 0.65 ERA, 21 strikeouts and 6 walks. I understand we might see a plethora of Forest Park pitchers in this ball game today. Braden Giesler stands in to lead things off. Giesler 3 for 5, as we said, with a grand slam last night against Southridge. Leads the Wildcats in hitting with 357, or actually, with 357 tilt, and the first pitch to him is outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes as we're underway. Next pitch is outside for a ball as well. 2 balls and no strikes. Giesler, as we said, batting 357. He's got 25 hits and 70 at-bats. 10 doubles, 3 triples, and 2 home runs, 27 RBIs. 2-1 to count to him. The next pitch was a strike. Howard deals the next. Outside ball 3-1. Rangers have Grant Fleck, Trevor Berg, and Sage Stout from left to right. We'll set the rest of the defense here in a second after this pitch by Howard to Giesler. Ball 4 and a leadoff walk for the Wildcats. Nolan Bagley, Jared Berger, third and short. Jackson Leakin is at second base. Joel Butel at first. Carter Fleck behind the plate. And again, Reed Howard on the hill for the Rangers, who just issued a leadoff walk to Braden Giesler. So he's on first, being held by Butel. Noblet squares the bunt, and that will drop foul along the third base line, I should say. Jasper, as anybody's watched the Wildcats this year, will know that how the Cats have relied not only just on the long ball, but the small ball as well. As Noblet is always a threat to bunt. Third baseman Begley knows this, and he plays a few steps in front of the bag at third. Middle infield straight away, but crunching it just a bit. Noblet takes a strike, and he's in the hole at 0-2. So again, Giesler with the leadoff first, being held by Butel. Strike 3 called as Noblet is set down looking. First strikeout of the game for Reed Howard. Tyler Atkins comes to the plate. Atkins hitting .258, 16 hits on the year with a pair of doubles and a home run. And that home run came last night. Solo shot in the first against the Raiders. First pitch to Tyler is a ball, 1-0. 1 on, 1 out. Top of the first, no score. Howard comes setting the pitch. A little flare that's going to go into foul territory down the right field line. The count is even now at 1 ball, 1 strike. Terry Goldberg in the third base coaching area. His 37th season as head coach of the Jasper Wildcats. Jeff Zeke at the first base side. Throw over, nothing doing. Beautiful day, as we said, here at Forest Park. Bright sunny skies. Stiff wind coming in, however, in left field, from left field. Howard deals a ball to Atkins. 2 balls and 1 strike. Say wind's probably going about 15 to 20, I'd say, miles per hour coming in. Here's the pitch. Up high. 3-1. Reed comes to the plate. He'll deal a strike at the belt. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The count is now full. Here's the payoff coming. Fouled back against the screen. Count remains at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Tyler Atkins at the plate. Will Wallace on deck. Giesler with the lead off first. 3-2. Strike 3 called. Jasper giving up a leadoff walk to start this ball game. Reed Howard has now struck out Andrew Noblet and Tyler Atkins looking in succession. Now here's Will Wallace, the cleanup man, coming to the dish. Wallace has jumped his average up to .343 with 4 doubles, 3 home runs on the year, 17 runs knocked in. First pitch is a ball to the Wildcat left fielder. 1 ball, no strikes. Outside and low, 2-0. Busy week coming up for the Wildcats, and will be the final week of the regular season. As we all know, sectional just around the corner, and ground ball to second base. Throw over to first, and the inning is over. So the Wildcats leave a runner on. A leadoff walk by Giesler is left stranded at first. We played a half an inning. Jasper nothing. Rangers coming to bat.
103.3 The Fix is Southern Indiana's go-to radio station for must-have music hits.
I love your music!
From the All-American Rejects to Lizzo, we've got you covered.
Dude, I listen all the time.
Did we mention we also have local news, sports, and Pacers basketball?
Wow.
Your music fix, your sports fix, your fix for it all.
Oh my God, I won!
Tune in to 103.3 and get your fix today.
Today's must-have music all day.
Park as we head into the bottom of the first inning. Carey Schneider along with Jared Marcos. The Wildcats and Rangers doing battle on a beautiful Saturday afternoon here in Ferdinand. The Rangers will come to the plate here in the bottom of the first inning. Take a quick look at the Forest Park lineup. Reed Howard leads things off. He is the pitcher. Batting second is Jackson Leakin, the second baseman. Trevor Berg is the number 3 hole batter. He is playing center field. Cleaning up is Carter Fleck, the catcher. Joel Butel at first base. He'll bat fifth. Batting sixth is Jared Berger, the shortstop. Brand Fleck is in left field, batting seventh. Sage Stout in right field, batting eighth. And Hudson King, the designated hitter, will round out the lineup for the Rangers. As the designated hitter, he will DH for third baseman Nolan Bagley. On the hill for the Jasper Wildcats is Andrew Noblet. Noblet, 33 and 2/3 innings pitched. This is his seventh start, ninth appearance on the year. And his first pitch to Howard is a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Nobby is 5-3. 8 earned runs, 9 strikeouts, 22 strikeouts. Line drive to center field. Going back is Geisler. He cannot make the catch as it hits off the top of his glove. It'll be a leadoff double for Reed Howard. Howard set a shot in right center field. Center fielder Geisler went back, put his glove up, and was unable to haul it in. It hit off the top of the webbing, it looked like, and it went to the wall and into second base standing with the leadoff double is Reed Howard for the Rangers. Jackson Lincoln will come up with a runner in scoring position and nobody out here in the bottom of the first. First pitch is a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Wildcats with Will Wallace in center, Braden Geisler in center, Jack Levin and right. Squares the bunt, right back to Noblet. They'll try to play at third, and they will get him. So fielder's choice by Jackson Lincoln as he punted it right back to the pitcher, Noblet. He fired over to a covering A.J. Holzman at third base to get the lead runner. And there's 1 away, so fielder's choice for Lincoln.
Center fielder, number 11, Trevor Berg.
And Howard is erased 1-5 for the first out of the inning. First pitch to Trevor Berg is a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Pitch is outside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Berg, a senior. Fine basketball player as well. The 1-1 to Berg. Swing and a miss on a pitch that dropped down low. Snap throw to first just in time. And back is Jackson Lincoln. As Tyler Atkins threw a shot down to Cole Trevino covering at first. A.J. Holzman, as we said, is at third base. Braxton Brosmer at short for the Wildcats. Max Butel at second. Cole Trevino at first. Tyler Atkins catching, and Andrew Noblet on the hill. Snap another throw back over to first, and nothing doing. Ground ball to first, just covered by Trevino before it bounced out of foul territory. But anyway, he made the play at first base for a 3 unassisted putout. So 2 away. Leakin advances over to second. And here's Carter Fleck. So First pitch is high. A little bit inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Now looking to get out of the inning after giving up a leadoff double. He'll go to work here on Carter Fleck. Next pitch to Fleck, however, is low for ball this time. 2-0. Pitch is fouled back. 2-1. As we said, Leakin at second base. And Brosper has been jockeying a little bit behind him a little there. And this all the grass infield other than the base areas. Beautiful setup here at Forest Park. Fouled towards the Jasper dugout. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 2-2 with 2 out. Bottom of the first. No score. Right-handed batter Carter Fleck. The break even. Ground ball to second, just past Butel into right center field for a base hit. Run will score, and it's 1-0 Forest Park on a 2-out single by Carter Fleck. He hit a hard grounder to the right. Butel reached for it, but was unable to come up with the baseball and made its way out into right center field, allowing Jackson Leakin to score from first base. And the Rangers have jumped out to a 1-0 lead.
Number 9.
So big 2-out hit by Carter Fleck, a single on RBI. Joel Butel, the first baseman, comes to the dish. Noblet deals the first to him. Fly ball foul out of play. Fleck takes a nice lead off first. The pitch is a strike over the outside corner. Called by home plate umpire Jeff Overhandro. Craig Mykrans has the bases today. Pitch is high, 1-2. So Noblet, after jumping out to an 0-2 lead on the batter, is 1-2 now. Pitch to Butel. Swing and a chopped foul over the Forest Park dugout. Near cars lined up along there. I don't know how anybody could, in the right mind, would park their cars in a place like that. There's no hardly any fence, whatever, down there. Here's the 1-2 popped up in the infield, third base side, and he lost it in the sun and dropped in foul territory, fortunately for Jasper, as third baseman A.J. Holzman had no idea where that ball was. I mean, he had lost it in the sun. Noblet had a look on it, beat on it, looked like, but then he held up and let Holzman take a stab at it, but he didn't know where it was at. The 1-2 outside, ball 2, 2-1. Or 2-2, I should say. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs now. The pitch, fouled back. Butel's hacking away out there, getting a piece on it. Noblet in the stretch, but then it quickly, home plate umpire called time just before Noblet, just as what Noblet was in the wind. Andrew trying to get out of this inning with no more damage. Pitch is a strike 3 called. The inning is over. Ball got away from the catcher, and he tags out Butel for the 3rd out of the inning. That will bring us to the end of the first inning. It's 1-0 Forest Park. Back after this here on AT WJTS.
This is Tony Ubelar, Ubelar Toyota in Jasper. Toyota announces a new certified used vehicle program. Now vehicles up to 10 years old with 125,000 miles are silver certified. Cars up to 6 years old with 85,000 miles are gold certified. That means more great certified Toyotas for you to choose from. All with additional factory warranty, 24-hour roadside assistance, and a stringent multi-point quality inspection, like usual. Ask about a gold or silver certified used Toyota from Ubelar Toyota in Jasper today.
Cole Trevino will lead things off for the Wildcats as we head to the top of the second inning here at Forest Park. Rangers lead the Wildcats 1-0. Reed Howard on the hill now. Stake with a 1-0 lead. He will deal with Cole Trevino, Braxton Brosmer, and Kai Kuntz, and he whizzes one over Trevino's head. Trevino didn't even move. One ball. Was that? Did I pitch a ball? That one hits him. I guess that last pitch hit the bat or something, they said? Because it had 0-1 on the scoreboard. Did it hit the bat? Thank you very much. I didn't catch that. Okay.
Shortstop.
Either way, the next pitch hits him, so on first base is Cole Trevino. So I was just watching the ball kind of whiz over his head. I didn't realize it actually had hit the bat. Either way, he's at first base with a leadoff hit by pitch. And here's Braxton Brosmer. Brosmer takes a strike. Brosmer hitting .266 on the year. 5 doubles, 3 triples, 17 knocked in. He struck out 13 times and has stolen 4 bases. Fouls it off, and he's in the hole at 0-2. Wildcats have stolen 35 bases on the year. Giesler leads that category with 10. Reno takes the lead off first. Line drive into right field for a base hit. And the Wildcats had the first 2 batters on here in the top of the second. So a single by Brosmer. First hit of the day for Jasper.
Designated hitter, number 24, Kai Kuntz.
Kai Kuntz, the designated hitter and last night's winning pitcher. Last night, Kuntz, as the Wildcat pitcher, got off to a little rough start, giving up a pair of runs to the Raiders in the top of the first, but then settled down and finished tonight with 7 strikeouts, 3 walks, and a 3-hitter. Which the Wildcats won by the score of 18-2. Pitch is low to Kuntz, 1-0. Forest Park also playing their second game of the weekend. Last night they fell to North Posey 2-0. Rangers only 3 hits in that ball game, and right now Reed Howard will get a visit from coaching staff here. So quick conference on the mound as meantime Kai Kuntz conversing with Terry Gobert along the third baseline. Pair of runners on for the Wildcats and nobody out here in the top of the second. Jasper, as we were telling about to start to talk about earlier, after this weekend, we'll head off to a busy final week of the regular season. On Tuesday night, they will travel to Evansville to take on the Harrison Warriors for maybe a third time to be a charm getting that game in, I think it was. Twice now been rained out. They will play that game at 5:30 Dubois County time. Wednesday, North Posey will be at Jasper. Schedule originally, of course, had South Spencer, but from what I understand, the Rebels had a conference game that needed to be made up, so they had to cancel, and the Wildcats picked up the North Posey Vikings for Wednesday as Kuntz fouls that pitch back. Count is even at 1-1. Thursday, another makeup game against Bloomington South at 6 o'clock. Tecumseh will round things out for the Wildcats next Saturday at home for a 1 o'clock start. Next Saturday afternoon at Alvin C. Ruxer Field. Kuntz shows bunt. He puts one down, but in foul territory. No ball, or 1 ball and 2 strikes the count will be. And then the sectional will be getting underway the following week. Wildcats will open up sectional play against the Southridge Raiders, who they played last night. You can bet your bottom dollar that'll be a different outcome when that game commences at Alvin C. Ruxer Field. This time he lays it down in foul territory, and that will count as a strikeout. And so Kuntz is down with the strikeout, fouling off a punt attempt with the 2 strikes. Trevino and Brosper will head back to second and first, respectively. 1 away for A.J. Holzman, the Wildcat third baseman. He swings and misses on a high, hard one. No balls, 1 strike. Trevino, or Holzman, I should say. 323 hitter. Wildcats coming in the contest as a 304 hitting team. 304 hitting as a team. Swing and a miss on another high one from Howard. And now quickly, Holzman's in the hole at 0-2. The Cats with a pair of runners on. 1 out. Howard bearing down a little here, and strike 3 called as he nailed the outside corner, and Holzman's down with a backwards K. Third strikeout, actually 4th strikeout in the game, 3 of them with the Wildcats and the bats on their shoulders.
Right fielder, number 1, Jack Levin.
Jack Levin will step to the plate. Number 9 hitter for the Wildcats plays right field. Sophomore takes a strike over the outside corner. Reed is putting them in there and hitting the corners very well here in the first couple of innings. He set down 3 Wildcats looking, 4 altogether thus far. This pitch is low, 1-1. Trevino at second base, Brosper at first. Trevino got hit by a pitch. Brosper singled into right. Then Kuntz and Holzman each struck out in succession. Levin, 1-1 to count on him. Jack swings and misses. Now it's 1-2. So Howard looking to retire the side with strikeouts. He looks at the runner at second base. Comes to the plate, the 1-2, outside and low, 2-2. So deuces are wild with 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on in the bottom or top of the second. Here's the break even, 3-2, just outside and high. Reed Howard looking to get out of a jam after allowing the first 2 batters he faced on, but has struck out the next 2 and looking to strike out the side here in the top of the second. The payoff coming. Fouled off. Out of play. Thanks for making sure I didn't park in closer than we did, Jeremy. See which car hits the lottery in this next one. Here's the 3-2. High and outside for ball 4. And the Wildcats have the bases loaded with 2 outs. As a 2-out walk by Jack Levin brings up Braden Giesler, who took one deep for a 4-base home run last night. Grand slam off the Raiders. So Giesler has 27 RBIs on the season. He has a chance to pick up a couple here or so. Only his second home run of the year. Giesler, as I said, coming into the contest, leading the team in hitting at 357, 477 on-base percentage, 10 doubles on the year. Ground ball, off the missed shot by the third baseman, Bagley. 2 runs will score, and it's 2-1 Jasper. A hot shot to the third baseman, Nolan Bagley, had a hard time coming up with it. It got past him, went into left field. In the score is Trevino and Brosmer, and Jasper leads it 2-1 here in the top of the second. So Andrew Noblet will come in. Levin goes to second base. Giesler at first. Noblet takes a strike. He struck out looking back in the first. Today's starting pitcher right now staked with a 2-1 lead when he'll at least a 2-1 lead when he heads to the hill for the second. Next pitch swung on and fouled back, and Noblet's in the hole now at 0-2. So a hard, hot shot by Giesler off the glove of third baseman Bagley, allowed 2 runs to score with 2 outs here in the top of the second to give the Cats a 2-1 lead. Noblet looks at ball 1. Peel over to Craig Mycrans to whether or not Noblet went around is a no-go. So 1-2 the count on Andrew. Howard deals the pitch to Noblet. Called third strike. So Noblet striked out looking for the second time today with 2 left on base, but the Wildcats do pick up 2 with 2 outs for the Jasper Wildcats. It's 2-1 Cats after 1.5 complete. We'll be back after this on 18 WJTS.
Phyllis and her staff at the original Westside Dairy Queen in Jasper would like to wish the Jasper Wildcats good luck this baseball season. It's starting to heat up out there, so make a trip to the original Westside Dairy Queen at the Y in Jasper. For a delicious cool down, nothing beats a trip with the family to the Westside Dairy Queen for your favorite DQ treats. Blizzards, cherry dipped cones, delicious ice cream cakes, and the list goes on and on. Treat yourself, your staff at work, or of course your family. So cool down with a trip to the Westside Dairy Queen at the Y in Jasper.
Back at Forest Park High School, where the Wildcats with 2 in the top of the second have taken a 2-1 lead over the Forest Park Rangers as we head to the bottom of the second. The Rangers will send up Berger, Fleck, and Stout. First pitch is back to Noblet. Goes to Butel, and they got him. Scored a 1-4-3 on the putout. As Noblet was got just a piece of the ball, but it went back to Butel covering at second. He was able to fire to Trevino at first, as I said, for a 1-4-3 putout, and there's 1 away. Left-handed hitting Grant Fleck at the dish. He plays left field. He'll take a ball, 1-0. Holzman playing in at third base. One and one to count. Here's the pitch. Ground ball hard right to first. Trevino's got it. And quickly there's 2 up and 2 down for the Rangers here at the bottom of the second. So 3 unassisted put out to Fleck. Here's Sage Stout, the right fielder.
Right fielder, number 4, Sage Stout.
Noblet looking to make quick work of the Rangers here in the bottom of the second as the first pitch to Stout is swung on and missed at no balls and 1 strike. The 0-1, strike 2 over the inside corner. Here's the 0-2 pitch. High chopper foul on the third base side. Fouled back, 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and Noblet retires the side in order. In the bottom of the second inning with quick work on the Rangers, we played 2 complete, 2-1 Jasper.
Local people watching local people. 18 WJTS TV has been your reliable source for local news, weather, sports, and events for 30 years. Since 1993, WJTS has been serving DuBois County and all surrounding counties with free televised programming, daily newscasts, local sports games, WJTS Inform, and more. We are 18 WJTS, local people watching local people.
Once again at Forest Park, where the Wildcats will head to the top of the third inning, leading 2-1. After Andrew Noblet made quick work of the Rangers in the bottom of the second, finishing off Sage Stout with a swing and miss strikeout. And Tyler Atkins will lead things off for the Wildcats. The Wildcat catcher struck out looking his first time up. One of five strikeouts for Reed Howard. First pitch from Howard to Atkins is fouled off. Chop foul, I guess, or whatever you want to call it, but either way, it's no balls, 1 strike. Fouled back. And Atkins in the hole at 0-2. Strike 3 called. Six strikeouts for Howard. All but one have been looking. Wildcats letting good pitches get by them, obviously, and here is Will Wallace, who grounded out to second to end the first inning. First pitch. Breaking ball for outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. The 0-1. Fly ball, center field. Trevor Berg is under it. He'll make the catch, and there's 2 away. So fly out by Wallace to Berg in center for the second out.
First baseman, number 18, Cole Trevino.
Here's Cole Trevino, who scored the first of 2 runs for the Wildcats in the second inning on a hot shot off the bat of Braden Giesler. Hard hit ball. It was tough for Bagley to deal with. Scored a hit. So first pitch is a strike. As I said, Trevino went around. No balls and 1 strike. So Noblet, after Noblet took care of the Rangers in quick succession in the top of the second, Reed Howard looking to do the same for the Rangers here in the bottom, or top of the third, I should say. One, strike over the outside corner. Trevino behind in the count at 1-2. Howard looking for strikeout number 7. Pitch is low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Just slow. Here's a 2-2. Breaking ball, ground ball to the third base side. Fires over the first is Nolan Bagley to Joel Butel to end the Wildcats 1-2-3 in the top of this third inning. After 2.5 here at Forest Park, the Wildcats lead the Rangers 2-1.
Think about the journey, not about how you're getting there. The all-new Michelin LTX MS2, engineered for 2 extra years of tread life. Available at DuBois County Tire and Supply in Jasper.
Big or small, we service all. DuBois County Tire.
We go to to the bottom of the third here at Forest Park with the Wildcats leading the Rangers 2-1. Hudson King will lead things off. Designated hitter for Nolan Begley, the third baseman. He takes the first pitch and flies it just over the shortstop into left center field over Brosmer for a one pitch, one hit. And the Rangers had their leadoff man on in Hudson King. Number 9 hitting designated hitter. First pitch thrown to him on the day. He loops it over the shortstop's head into left center field, and the Rangers have a leadoff man on here in the third. Noblet has allowed 2 hits actually 3 hits now for the Rangers in this contest. And his counterpart, Reed Howard, is at the plate. He doubled his first time up. It was erased at third on a bunt play that went right back to Noblet, and Noblet went ahead and got the lead runner, Howard, at third. Howard is now ahead on the count at 2 balls and no strikes. Swing and a miss. Ball gets past the catcher, but Hudson King will stay put at first base. Noblet deals, showing bunt as Howard snap throw back over to first, and just back in is Hudson King. The ball did get past Trevino for a second, but he was able to quickly pick it up. Now the count is at 3-1. They're actually going to converse, maybe to see if he went around, because Trevino was asking for, or Atkins, I should say, was asking for the appeal. So the umpires are going to say it is 3-1. 3-1 to count to leadoff man Reed Howard, today's starting pitcher for the Rangers. Noblet deals the 3-1. Ground ball, shot right to Brosmer, out at second. Turn to first, not in time, as Butel looked like he had a little trouble getting the ball out of his glove when he made the turn. The Wildcats nonetheless get the lead runner at second base on the force. So Howard reaches on a fielder's choice. Hudson is out 6-4 for the first out of the inning. So fielder's choice for Reed Howard. Jackson Leakin will step in. Rangers second baseman reached on a fielder's choice back into first and scored the Rangers' only run of the ball game. Pitches outside on a pitch out, 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Runner goes, throw down to second, and is not in time, and in with a stolen base is Reed Howard. So Howard at second base now, representing the tying run for Forest Park at the bottom of the third. 2-1 is our score. Jasper with the lead. Swing and a miss. 2-1 to count now to Jackson Leakin. Here's a pitch down right down central for a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Noblet deals a pitch for a ball. 3-2 now. Three-2 is fouled back. 3-2 breaking ball is high for ball 4. And Leakin is on with a 1-out walk. First walk of the day for Noblet.
That brings up the center fielder, number 11, Trevor Berg.
Here's Trevor Berg, center fielder. Grounded out to first, his first time up. Got a chance to give or tie this ball game up at least for Forest Park. First pitch to Trevor is a strike. No balls and 1 strike. The next swing and a miss on a hot fastball. And Berg is now in the hole at 0-2. That brisk wind, as you can hear on our field mic a little bit, just blowing in very sharply from left field. The next is outside for a ball. One ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2 the count with 2 on and 1 out. Noblet looks at the runner at second. Comes to the plate to Berg, and a fly ball right center field. And coming in is Levine. He makes the catch. A runner will tag at second. He slowly goes into third, and Levine's throw was close. But in safely at third base is Reed Howard as he tagged up and took third. Holding up at first is Jackson Leakin. So Berg flies out to right, and in doing so advances at least one of the runners. But it's the second out in the inning. Wildcat infield will converge to the mound for a second. So for Forest Park, the Rangers have the tying run. Boy, I tell you, I bought these new pencils here, and they said the lead was strong, but they were wrong on that. Anyway, with the fly out, the runners are at the corners with 2 outs. Carter Fleck will stand at the dish. Noblet looks to third, and everybody's back. So Reed Howard at third base, Jackson Leakin at first. Fleck at the dish. Takes a strike from Noblet. No balls and 1 strike. Fleck, ground ball to short. Brosmer's got it, throws over to second in time for the force out, and the Wildcats get out of the bottom of the third unscathed. So the Rangers lead 2 on, and after 3 complete, the Wildcats lead it 2-1.
At Jubilar Chevy Cadillac in Jasper, we pride ourselves on being open and honest with our customers. We have clear and straightforward pricing with no hidden dealer fees or tricks. When you buy from us, you can trust that you're getting a great deal. Our team is friendly and knowledgeable and will make sure that you get the perfect vehicle for you. Come see for yourself why so many people in the tri-state shop at Jubilar's. Jubilar Chevy Cadillac in Jasper, where customers send their friends since 1929.
Braxton Brosmer leads things off in the top of the 4th for the Wildcats, who lead this ball game 2-1 over Forest Park. Reed Howard back on the hill for his 4th inning of work. First pitch to Brosmer, who singled and scored the second of the Wildcats' 2 runs, and the second is a ball, 1-0. The next, high for ball 2. Two and 0 the count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch high and tight. Now the count is 2-1. Pitch is fouled back. So Brosmer Count is even now on the Wildcats shortstop at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kai Kuntz on deck. Here is the break even from Reed Howard to Brosmer. Fouls it back. Count remains at 2-2. Brosmer coming into today's contest hitting .266, 17 hits on the year, 5 doubles, 2 triples, 17 RBIs. Here's the break even from Howard, swinging a hot shot foul past third. Line jive foul. Break even once again. Popped up, foul territory towards the Wildcat dugout, and it will get out of play as Carter Fleck gave it chase but ran out of room. And the count once again remains at 2-2. Wonderful crowd here, as you can well imagine, here at Forest Park when these two county rivals meet up on what is a beautiful, beautiful sunny day here in southeastern Du Bois County. The 2-2 again. Line drive into center field, but right there is Trevor Berg. Berg had to take a few steps to his left to make the catch, and there's one away. So line out to center for Brosmer. He'll be 1 for 2 now in the ball game. Kai Kuntz, who struck out in the second. One of 6 strikeouts for Reed Howard today. Breaking ball is high and tight for a ball. 1-0. The 1-0. High and tight again. 2-0. Two and 0 the count. The next fouls it back. 2-1. Howard's pitch. Kuntz takes a strike over the outside corner. Beautifully placed pitch there by the right-hander from for the Rangers. 2-2 the count now. Kuntz waits the break even. Here he comes. Round ball towards second. Leakin has it. Pitch, throw is high and way high to first base, and then with first base with by way of a throwing error is Kai Kuntz. So throwing error by the Rangers second baseman. First error of the ball game. And a runner will be, looks like number 5 for the Wildcats. Or will he run? Carey Gobert will go over to talk to Kuntz, who looks to be just a bit shaken up after a collision there at first base. Max Butel will run. Butel, of course, started today at second base, was being DH'd by Kai Kuntz. So Butel will enter the ballgame for now as from a batting running standpoint. Will run for, like I said, Butel was actually being DH'd by Kuntz in this ballgame. Now he will run for Kai. Kai had a collision with Joel Butel at first base. Of ground ball to Leakin. The throw is high to Butel, allowed Kuntz to be safe at first. Anyway, Kuntz is now out of the contest, at least for the time being. And here is A.J. Holzman. Pitch is high from Reed to Holzman. 1 ball, no strikes. So Butel will take a lead off first base, being held by Joel Butel. Fastball is fouled back off the backstop. 1 ball and 1 strike. The Wildcats and Rangers doing battle here at Forest Park High School. 2-1 is our score. Jasper with the lead. The Cats have a runner at first. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. The next is a ball just outside. A little bit high. And Holzman now has a 2 ball and 1 strike count upon him. The 2-1 pitch is high and tight for a ball, 3-1. We were told that before this game that the Rangers might send a committee of pitchers out on the hill for this game, but so far, starting pitcher Reed Howard's still working here in the top of the 4th, and next pitch is fouled off out of play for a 3-2 count on A.J. Holzman. Howard, despite trailing 2-1, has pitched well. He struck out 6 in this contest. Four of them looking. And there's make it 5 as Holzman looks at a fastball right down central for a strikeout. 7 strikeouts now for Reed Howard. As we said, 6 actually. 6 of these strikeouts looking. Jack Levin, the number 9 hitter, shows bunt but pulls it back and takes a ball, 1-0. Levin swings and misses. One ball, 1 strike. Butel takes the lead off first. Max Butel being held by Joel Butel. Howard comes to the plate. Hard hit ground ball to second. Underhand throw by Leakin to Butel will retire the Wildcats in the top of the 4th inning. So Wildcats leave a runner on. They have left 4 on in this contest. We played 3.5. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Jasper leads it 2-1.
McDonald's is committed to being the best first job in America with flexible schedules, professional training, customer service, and leadership opportunities, along with competitive wages and paid vacations. You could earn up to $3,000 in educational benefits while learning work skills that will help you in any career field. Further your education with Indiana Tech by getting 20% off their tuition rate. Team members receive free meals on the clock and a 30% discount while off duty. McDonald's is committed to helping you succeed. Explore McDonald's job opportunities at manmcdonalds.com.
Joe Butel will lead things off for Forest Park in the bottom of the 4th inning. The Rangers trail the Wildcats 2-1. Andrew Noblet on for his 4th inning work. Deals the first pitch a strike to Butel, who struck out looking in the first. The next to Butel is a slow grounder to short. Brosper will deal the throw over to first base. And Trevino with the put out. And Butel out 6-3 for the first out of the 4th inning. So we're in the home half of the fourth. 2-1 Jasper. Next pitch from our first pitch from Noblet to Jared Berger is a strike. Berger grounded out a 1-4-3 put out as it was officially recorded this first time up. Hit the ball back to Noblet, who just hit the webbing of his glove, and then went to Butel, the second base, who threw to first for the put out. Next pitch is fouled off by Berger. Now he's behind the count at 1-2 strikes. 1-2 the count with 1 out. The next. Low for a ball, 2-2. Two and two the count, the pitch. Ground ball again too short. Brosper's got it, fires over the first. Oh, and Trevino dropped the ball. The throw was just a little bit low. It looked like it hit the webbing of Trevino's glove. He was unable to hold on to it. So the error will allow the runner to be safe at first. First error of the game for the Wildcats. Rand Fleck, who grounded out to first, his first time up. Takes a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Wildcat looking for the bunt, perhaps at least Holzman is at third. And they, just back in time was Jared Berger on the tip of the pickoff. So Holzman in a few steps in front of the bag at third base. The left-handed hitting Fleck is up. No balls, 1 strike to Grant. Another throw to first. This one gets away as the throw is low. On to second base is Berger. He may be going to third. He will make the turn. Here comes a throw in. Is going to be cut off by Noblet. And into third with a 2-base error is Jared Berger. So the Rangers now have the tying run 90 feet away with 1 out in the fourth. That error will go to Noblet on the throw. Second error in the inning, second error of the game for the Wildcats. So Jared Berger now at third base representing the tying run for the Rangers. Infeld now playing in as Noblet looks over to third. And here's the 0-1 pitch out, but nobody's covering third as third baseman Holzman was playing in. Atkins had to chase him back to the bag. And the 1-1 strike count now to Grant Fleck. Has a chance to tie this ball game up for the Rangers. 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. Here's the pitch out, 2-1. Here's a ground ball to short, throw to the plate. He is out. Fine job by the Wildcats shortstop. Braxton Brosper, as a hard hit ball was right back to him. And coming in, or trying to come in to score, was Jared Berger. Brosper came right back to the plate. Atkins made the tag, and there's 2 away. And now a runner is sitting at first base for Forest Park. So Berger is erased 6-2 for the second out. Fielder's choice for Fleck. Sage Stout at the plate. He swings and fouls it off. No balls and 1 strike. Stout struck out in the second. The only inning in which Noblet was able to retire the Rangers in order here in this ball game so far. Pitch is high over the head of Stout. 1 ball, 1 strike. So big defensive play for the Wildcats. After a pair of errors, allowed a runner to go, the tying run, a potential tying run to go all the way to third. Pitch is inside, 2-1. Ground ball to Braxton Brosper at short. Hard hit ground ball was fired back to Atkins at the plate, who applied the tag on Berger to erase him. There goes the runner, swing and a foul. Pitch is fouled off as the hit and run was on. Fleck at first base on the fielder's choice, in which again Berger was erased at the plate 6-2. Now Tyler Atkins will head to the hill and quick word with his right-hander. Two balls and 2 strikes the count. 1 on with 2 out. The next. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And the inning is over. Noblet strikes out Stout to end the 4th. We have played 4 complete. Jasper 2, Forest Park 1. Back after this on 18.
Maringer's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning is committed to adding value to its customers and community by providing quality service for all mechanical applications. Maringer's has been around for many years, and while adapting to the changing times, one thing has not changed: the quality of customer service and care you receive. When you need repair work done, you want it done right. You want Maringer's. Maringer's is happy to help with residential and commercial plumbing, HVAC, metal fabrication, and fire protection needs. 812-482-4425.
Changes in the Forest Park lineup as Corbin Pearson is now throwing for the Rangers. Pearson, a junior. He will be DH'd for by Hudson King in this contest, as Jared Berger will go from third base to shortstop. And Reed Howard now playing, from third base to short. And Howard will play third base. First pitch to Braden Giesler, the Wildcat leadoff man, in the top of the 5th inning. Is a ball. Next pitch is a ball. And so now Giesler ahead in the count, 2-0. Line drive, just foul down the right field line. So Corbin Pearson now on the hill. Glides one in for a ball, 3-1. Three-1 is fouled. So Jared Berger actually at third base. And Howard will play short. Now I got it straight. And Giesler is plunked by a pitch there. Giesler is on for the 3rd time today. Walked his first time, struck out. Actually, not struck out, but hit that hard shot to third, allowing 2 runs to score. So he had an RBI single his 2nd time up in the 2nd. Now he got hit by a pitch here in the 5th. And here's Andrew Noblet, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts, both looking. There's a throw over to first, and Giesler's back in time. Giesler leads the Wildcats in the stolen base department, as we said earlier, with 10. 35 for the Wildcats coming into this game. We got everything squared away on the defensive front for the Rangers. Left-hander Pearson on the hill now. He glides another pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 the count to Andrew Noblet. 0-1 the count. Next pitch is swung on and fouled. 0-2 the count now. No balls, 2 strikes to count to Noblet. Runner takes his lead off first. Ground ball to third. Berger's got it. He'll try to get the force at second, and he will be out at second, but nothing doing at first as Noblet is down the line in time to avoid the double play, and he reaches on the fielder's choice.
Catcher, number 8, Tyler Atkins.
One away for Tyler Atkins. He, too, has struck out looking twice. Seven strikeouts for Reed Howard in this contest after he left or before he left. 6 of them with the Wildcats having the bats on their shoulders. Here's the first pitch to Atkins for a ball. No balls, or 1 ball and no strikes. The pitch down low, 2-0. We're in the 5th inning, the ball game that's about an hour and 10 minutes long already. At this point, I should say already. Actually, quick moving ball game, we'll put it that way. Pitch is outside, 3-0. Again, an awesome day here at Forest Park. Other than the severe weather earlier in this, after a week of severe weather around the area, and there's a pitch for a strike, 3-1, in which the Wildcats had a pair of rainouts, one of which was made up on Thursday against Gibson Southern. There's ball 4. Okay, it is ball 4, but the way Atkins was looking, he actually wanted to stop and tell Wallace something, Atkins will, of course, should have a courtesy runner for him as conference will commence on the mound now with Forest Park. And we will have a courtesy runner likely at first base. As Tyler Atkins also now conversing with Cole Trevino, and a runner at Max Werner, I believe it is. Number 9, Max Werner will be running at first base.
Courtesy runner, number 9, Max Werner. Now batting the left fielder, number 25, Will Wallace.
So Atkins will be run for by Max Werner, Jr. Will Wallace. First pitch, high fly ball to right. Stout will make the catch. A runner will tag from second. Here goes a throw in. It will be off. Noblet will advance to third on the fly ball put out. So Wallace moves Noblet over on the fly ball to right. Second out of the inning. Cole Trevino, who was hit by a pitch in the second inning and grounded out to third to end the third. Trevino now with runners on the corners with 2 outs. Chance to give the Cats some insurance perhaps. They're in the top of the 5th. They lead it 2-1. Pitch is outside for a ball. 2-1. The 1-0. Fouled off out of play. Towards the right, to the right. 1 ball and 1 strike. Trevino with runners at first and third, runners at the corners with 2 outs. Next pitch hits him, and the bases will be loaded for Braxton Brosmer. So Trevino is hit by a pitch for the second time today. So with Noblet at third, Werner at second, and Trevino now at first base. The bases are loaded for the shortstop, Braxton Brosmer, who is 1 for 2 and scored a run. He scored the second of the 2 runs that came in on the 2-run single by Giesler back in the second. He takes a strike. 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. The count, the pitch. Fouled down the left field line. The next pitch, ground ball, slow roller towards short. Looks like it's going to be trouble, and it will be as everybody is safe. The ball gets past, is dropped by the first baseman, throw to the plate. He is out. But the run will score, and the Wildcats will lead it now 3-1. The first run scores, that is, as a ground ball to the shortstop was thrown to his first was not in time. But then the second runner tried to score from third, and he was gunned down at the plate, and that will be the 3rd out of the inning. But the Wildcats do manage to get 1 out of it. They now have a insurance tally in the top of the 5th inning. After 4.5, it's Jasper 3, Forest Park 1 here on 18 WJTS.
101 Country, WBDC, your morning brain teaser.
Here's Dolly Parton now on Lunch with the Legends on 101 Country.
All right, leading things off on a good time gold Saturday morning. Beezer, good morning.
Good morning, Ty.
How you doing?
I'm doing great, man.
Be sure to join me from 3 to 6 for Afternoons with Amanda.
We are 101 Country, WBDC.
Picks up a run in the top of the 5th and now leads it 3-1. Wildcats with Andrew Noblet scoring on that ground ball with the bases loaded. And sent the runner home. Tried to send a second runner home as the ball was dropped at first base, but Werner was gunned down at the plate to end the inning. Cats have left 6 on base in this ball game. Rangers have left 4 themselves. And speaking of the Rangers, Hudson King, designated hitter, will lead things off. He serves one into left field for a base hit. A leadoff hit by the number 9 hitter for the Rangers, who's now 2 for 2 in this contest. I believe his first hit was off of first pitch that was dealt to him. And Reed Howard will come to the plate. Howard, today's starting pitcher, now playing third base, or shortstop, I should say. And looks like we're going to have a pinch runner, number 17.
Now running for the Rangers, number 17, Will Pearson.
Will Pearson, a junior, will run over at first base for the Rangers. So Pearson. Reed Howard, shortstop, will bat. As I said, he was today's starting pitcher. Fine job by Howard. Despite giving up 2 runs, he struck out 7 Wildcat batters today, 6 of them looking. Noblet's first pitch to him is outside and low, 1-0. Howard is 1 for 2. He takes a strike, 1-1. Doubled in the first. Reached on a fielder's choice in the third. Next one is fouled off. Deep and foul. Stays in play, but way far off for Wallace to chase it down in foul territory. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. That pitch is fouled off. Count remains at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Slow roller towards second. Patel has to come in, makes a quick throw to first. He's out. Just in time with the throw is Max Butel on a bang-bang play over at first base for the first out here in the 5th. Over to second base is Will Pearson. Here's Jackson Lincoln. Reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the first. Walked in the third and was erased on a 6-4 put out at second. So there's 1 away. Pitch is high. 1-0. So Noblet in his 5th inning of work. Allowed 1 run in the first. Struck out 3 in this contest. 2-0 now to count to Jackson Lincoln. Two and 0 the count. The next, another pitch high, 3-0. Pearson takes his lead off second. Noblet looks at him. The 3-0 strike. 3-1. The pitch, it hits him. Lincoln is hit by the pitch. That gives the Rangers runners at first and second now. Once again, the Wildcat infield converges on the mound for a quick talk with Andrew Noblet. Trevor Berg comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Berg flew out back in the third. Before that, he grounded out to first. And Jack Levin looks like they're going to take Levin out of the ball game, let him get some warm-up tosses as he will head to the bullpen, actually, outside the right field line wall. So the Rangers right now have runners at, actually bases loaded, runners at first and second. Jack Levin now, is that him coming back out from the, yeah, he is, as he's heading back. He has to stay in, okay, yeah. All right. So anyway, Levin is instructed to go back out to right field. So with runners at first and second and one out here in the bottom of the fifth inning, here's Trevor Berg, as I said, 0 for 2. Knoblich deals the first pitch to the Rangers center fielder, and he'll foul it off. No balls, 1 strike. Outfield plays Berg straight away. The 0-1 to him, checks his swing, and it's a strike. No balls and 2 strikes to count to Trevor Berg. 1 out, 2 on. Here's the pitch from Knoblich to Berg. Popped up, foul territory, out of play. No balls and 2 strikes to count will remain. Outfield, as we said, playing Berg straight away. Infield likewise, except for Trevino holding the runner at first. Here comes the 0-2 from Knoblich to Berg. Popped up. Right field side. Levin coming in. He will make the running catch for the second out. And quickly comes into third. The ball gets past the third baseman, but backing up is Knoblich. And a nice running catch by Jack Levin in right field for the second out. So that leaves the runners.
Brings up your catcher, number 6, Carter Fleck.
That leaves the runners at first and second. Wynn probably got a hold of that one. Definitely, as it is still running blowing pretty swiftly and from left field. Here's Carter Fleck. Oh, and 1 to count to Carter, who is 1 for 2 with the single and an RBI in the first. Ground ball to Brosler at short. He'll fire over to first for the put out, and the inning is over. So Carter Fleck grounds out to short to end the fifth inning. We played 5 complete. Jasper leads Forest Park 3-1 here on 18 WJTS. Changing the lineup for Forest Park as we head to the top of the 6th inning. As E.J. Brosler now playing right field for Sage Stout. Brosler Jr. And leading off for the Wildcats in the top of the 6th will be Kai Coons. Returns into the lineup. Coons, his last time up, was involved in a little bit of a collision at first base, which he reached on a throwing error, but then left the game as Max Butel, who he's DHing for, took over the running in that situation, in that case. Looks like we might have some batting changes here perhaps for the Wildcats. Landon Albrand out there swinging a bat in front of the Wildcat dugout. Landon got hit last night in a pitch hitting coming in off the bench for the Wildcats in that 18-2 win on Friday night against Southridge. So Kai Kuntz will bat to lead off the top of the sixth. As we said, E.J. Brosper now playing right field for Forest Park. Wildcats picked up an insurance tally back in the fifth inning. They lead it 3-1. Pearson's first pitch to Kai Kuntz is a strike. No balls and one strike. Corbin's next pitch to Kai is another strike. 0-2 the count now. 3-1 the Wildcats lead it. Fouled off towards the right. Good ball game here at Forest Park as we well expected. Cats have 3 hits in the contest. Forest Park with 4. The next outside for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pearson deals a pitch to Kuntz, who swings and misses. Kuntz strikes out for the second time today. First strikeout by Pearson. Here's A.J. Holzman. He himself has struck out twice looking today. 8 combined strikeouts now for Ranger pitching. And Holzman waves at that first one. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 the count. Here's the next. Misses outside. 1-1. So now the Rangers with Fleck in left, Berg in center, and Brosper now in right. Reset the defense again for Forest Park now with the infield as next pitch is a ball. 2-1. Jared Berger at third, Howard at short, Leakin at second, Butel at first. Carter Fleck behind the plate, and here's Corbin's pitch. Corbin Pearson's next pitch to A.J. Holzman. It's a ball, 3-1. The next, outside ball 4 and a 1-out walk by A.J. Holzman. Jack Levin will bat. He's 0 for 2, or actually 0 for 1, I should say, with a walk and a ground out to second. Levin walked into second, was stranded at second. He squares a bunt and throw behind him to first. He's not in time as back is Holzman. Jack Levin, left-handed batter, right fielder for the Wildcats. Fly ball into center field. Going back is Berg. He will have a beat on it to make the catch. And Levin is now 0 for 2 in this contest with a fly out to center. After that fly out to center. For the second out. Here's leadoff man Braden Giesler. He is officially 1 for 1 with a single, 2 RBIs, a walk, and a hit by pitch. Pitch is outside for a ball, 1-0. Giesler waits the pitch, swings and misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Holzman, the runner at first. Giesler 1-1 the count to him. 2 outs the pitch. Outside, 2-1. Outfield plays Giesler towards right to give him a lot of room in left center. Left field straight away. Like I said, huge gap for him in left center field. A lot of room between center and right, actually, too. Here's the pitch. High fly ball down the right field line. If it stays fair, and it will not, it will be foul, as the wind probably got a little bit of that one, too. Two balls and two strikes, the count now. Runner takes his lead off first, 2-2 the count, 2 outs. Pitch to Giesler. Misses for a ball. Throw down to second, not in time. And in with the stolen base is A.J. Holzman. So Holzman picks up the stolen base. That's his first of the year. His first stolen base of the year for Holzman. Payoff. Fly ball, center field, right to Berg. He had it played perfectly. Berg makes the catch, and the inning is over. So the Wildcats lead with another runner stranded at second base here in the 6th inning. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 men now left on the bases for the Wildcats through 6 innings. After 5.5, we go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 3-1 Jasper.
103.3 The Fix is Southern Indiana's go-to radio station for must-have music hits.
I love your music.
From the All-American Rejects to Lizzo, we've got you covered.
Dude, I listen all the time.
Did we mention we also have local news, sports, and Pacers basketball?
Wow.
Your music fix, your sports fix, your fix for it all.
Oh my God, I won!
Tune in to 103.3 and get your fix today.
Today's must-have music all day.
Bottom of the 6th action coming up here at Forest Park High School. Carey Schneider along with Jeremy Marcos. And the Wildcats leading it 3-1. Forest Park coming to the plate. Here's Joel Butel, who is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out to short. First pitch to him, high fly ball, deep left field. If it stays fair, it is gone. It is. Did he make the catch? He did. Just as he got to the wall, Will Wallace with the catch to perhaps rob a home run of Joel Butel, and there's a one away. So running catch right at the wall by Will Wallace. A wonderful play by the Wildcat left fielder. Jared Berger at the plate now. He is 0 for 3, reached on an error his last time up, went to second on an error on an errant throw attempt or pickoff attempt, but was left stranded at third. And Butel, as we said, first out of the inning with a long fly ball that was caught at the fence by Will Wallace. Not sure if that ball was going to stay fair or not, but either way, he caught it. Ground ball bouncer, I should say, to third. Takes a bad hop on Holzman. And on the base, on first base is Jared Berger. Second time Berger has reached base today. On the air by the third baseman. Made a tricky play for Holzman, but either way, playable. So that'll be the third error on the day for the Wildcats. First pitch to Grant Fleck is a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Fleck is 0 for 2, reached on the fielder's choice back into fourth. He tags it right past the third baseman. Brosmer comes up with it, but he will not have a play anywhere. And now the Rangers have runners at first and second on a single by Grant Fleck. Here's Elijah Brosmer. E.J. Brosmer came in to play right field last inning. He will come to the plate for the first time in this ball game with 1 out and 2 on. First pitch is a strike from Noblet. Andrew in the sixth inning work, by the way. He's allowed 1 run thus far. Back in the first. And has had to pitch his way out of trouble with the exception of 1 inning in the second, which he did retire the Rangers in order. He is now had to work around a little bit of trouble in and out for the remainder of this ball game, even here as we move along in the sixth. Noblet deals the pitch to Brosmer. Outside and low. 1 and 2, I should say. 1 and 2 the count. Senior right-hander deals to Brosmer. EJ takes a pitch low. 2 and 2. Two balls, 2 strikes to count. Here's the pitch. Slow roller to third, and coming up, having trouble with it is Holzman. And the Rangers now have the bases loaded with 1 out. It was a slow roller, which Holzman dove forward, I guess, and had a little trouble getting up with it. Everybody will be safe, and now the bases are loaded. As Brosper reaches safely at first. Grant Fleck now at second base. Jared Berger at third. Rangers now have the potential tying run at second base, and Jack Levin will come in to play from right field to pitch. And we will sort things out as the Wildcats will make a pitching change. It'll be the left-hander Jack Levin coming in from right field. We'll talk a little more about that when we return here on 18 WJTS.
This is Tony Ubelard, Ubelard Toyota in Jasper. Toyota announces a new certified used vehicle program. Now vehicles up to 10 years old with 125,000 miles are silver certified. Cars up to 6 years old with 85,000 miles are gold certified. That means more great certified Toyotas for you to choose from. All with additional factory warranty, 24-hour roadside assistance, and a stringent multi-point quality inspection, like usual. Ask about a gold or silver certified used Toyota from Ubelard Toyota in Jasper today.
Jack Levin is the new pitcher for the Wildcats, as he inherits a situation of which the Rangers have the bases loaded with 1 out, and Hudson King, the designated hitter, who is 2 for 2 in this contest, will bat. Jack Levin is now the pitcher. Noblet moves to second base. First pitch from Levin to King is a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. So 3-1 is their score. Rangers have the bases loaded with 1 out. Number 9 hitter Hudson King at the dish. He is 2 for 2. Levin deals a pitch to him. It's low, 2-0. Two-0 pitch. 3-0. The count to Hudson King. Bases are loaded with 1 out. Levin deals the pitch. Strike down, right down central. 3-1. Levin will now have to come back to Hudson again, as he has the hitter's count at 3-1. The pitch, fly ball into will loop and drop into short center field. 1 run will score. Runner will be safe at third, and it's 3-2 Forest Park on a looping single by Hudson King, who is now 3 for 3. So an RBI single by King brings in Berger. Here's Reed Howard, the shortstop, will bat. Howard with the bases loaded. He is 1 for 3 in today's contest. He has a chance to give the Rangers the lead here in the bottom of the 6th inning. First pitch to Howard from Levin is low for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. That run will go to Noblet, and he's also responsible for Fleck and Brosmer. Howard fouls it off, 1-1 to count. Bases loaded with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Rangers already with 1 run in here in this frame. Leadoff man Howard, the pitch to him, swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Go, Reed.
Levin brings the 1-2 to Howard, swing and a miss. He struck him out. All bases are applied, and out by strikeout is going to be Reed Howard for the 2nd out. Ball got away from the catcher, but all the bases were occupied. Here's Jackson Leakin. Jackson is a 0 for 2 on the ball game with a walk. Reached on a fielder's choice and scored the first run for the Rangers in the 1st inning. He waves at first pitch by Jack Levin for a strike. 2 away now with the bases still loaded. Big gap in left center for Leakin. Breaking ball misses out or inside for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike with 2 outs. Great game once again unfolding here at Forest Park as we knew it would be. 1-1 to count. The pitch high for a ball, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. The 2-1, swing and a miss. And now the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So here we are, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. Bottom of the 6th inning, 3-2. Jasper hanging on to a 1-run lead. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 call. He got him looking, and the inning is over. So Jack Levin comes in and gets the strikeout. He retires Jackson Leakin, and before that, Reed Howard both via strikeout. And the Wildcats hold on to their 3-2 lead as we head to the top of the 7th. Jasper 3, Forest Park 2. Back after this on 18.
Phyllis and her staff at the original Westside Dairy Queen in Jasper would like to wish the Jasper Wildcats good luck this baseball season. It's starting to heat up out there, so make a trip to the original Westside Dairy Queen at the Y in Jasper. For a delicious cool down, nothing beats a trip with the family to the Westside Dairy Queen for your favorite DQ treats. Blizzards, cherry dipped cones, delicious ice cream cakes, and the list goes on and on. Treat yourself, your staff at work, or of course your family. So cool down with a trip to the Westside Dairy Queen at the Y in Jasper.
Andrew Noblet will lead things off for the Wildcats as we head to the top of the 7th. Jasper leading Forest Park 3-2. Cats got out of a sticky situation in which they did allow 1 run in the bottom of the 6th. Noblet puts a bunt down, right back to the pitcher. Pearson will fire a high throw, but nonetheless still brought down by the first baseman Butel. Noblet on the first pitch bunts it right back to the pitcher Pearson for a 1-3 put out. And Tyler Atkins will come to the plate. Wildcat catcher. Struck out twice and has reached on a walk, but was erased at the plate. First pitch, fly, or ground, base hit, I should say, into left field for Atkins. So Atkins with the hit here in the top of the 7th. Only the 4th hit for the Wildcats today. Have been out hit 7-4 by the Rangers. 3 of those hits for the Forest Park Rangers came in that 6th inning, which Jack Levin came in to retire the last 2 batters he faced via strikeout.
Now batting the left fielder, number 25, Will Wallace.
And Max Werner will run at first base for Atkins again. So runner at first, courtesy of Werner. And taking a strike is Will Wallace. Wallace made perhaps a home run saving catch earlier in this contest. We weren't sure if that ball had been fair or foul anyway, but it was right at the foul pole. Wallace, line drive right to third. Fire back over to first, and back in time, just in time, is Werner. So Wallace with a BB to the third baseman, Berger, who fired back over the first in an attempt to double off Werner, but Werner was back in sliding. So a line out to third for Wallace, who is now 0 for 4 in this contest. Second out of the inning. Here is Cole Trevino, 0 for 1 in the ball game with a pair of hit by pitches. He quickly puts one right back to Pearson, and the Wildcats are out in the top of the 7th. So we head to the bottom of the 7th. Jack Levin will return to the mound to try to close this out. Wildcats lead at 3-2. Back after this on 18 WJTS.
Local people watching local people. 18 WJTS TV has been your reliable source for local news, weather, sports, and events for 30 years. Since 1993, WJTS has been serving DuBois County and all surrounding counties with free televised programming, daily newscasts, local sports games, WJTS Inform, and more. We are 18 WJTS, local people watching local people.
To the bottom of the 7th, it's 3-2. Jasper with the lead. Trevor Berg will lead things off. Berg flew out to right twice in this game and grounded out to first, so he's 0 for 3. First pitch from Jack Levin to Trevor Berg is a ball high, 1-0. Next pitch is low for a ball. The 2-0 to Berg. Strike over the outside corner from Levin. The next swing and a miss. And the count is now even to Berg at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Levin working here in the top of the 7th, came in relief in the 6th of Noblet. Line drive into center field for a base hit. Trevor Berg with a leadoff hit in the bottom of the 7th inning. And the Rangers have the tying run on once again. This time is the case of Trevor Berg.
Catcher, number 6, Carter.
Swing, or actually he squares the bunt, I should say, and that did Carter Fleck on the first pitch from Levin. He pulled back. The count is 1-0. Squares the bunt again. This time they call it a strike. I think he actually did get a little. I think it sounded like he might have got a piece of our tip. Either way, it's a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. As Holzman well in on the third base side. Shows bunt again. This time he bunts it beautifully down the first base line, and the play is complete as a collision actually ensued between Levin and Carter Fleck, who is out on the play. Show of sportsmanship as Fleck quickly goes over and engages with Levin. All's good. Here's Joel Butel with a tying run now at second base. So Joel Butel is 0 for 3. He struck out looking in the first. Rounded out to short in the 4th. Flew out in the 6th. 3-2 is our score, but the tying run is at second base with one out. Here's Joel Butel. The pitch to him is a strike. Levin deals the strike, 0-1. Now ready. Left-hander deals the pitch. High fly ball, twisting, curving towards foul. Wallace coming in, gives a chase, but he will not catch up with this one. And it lands foul. No balls and 2 strikes on a high strike, fly ball strike to Joel Butel, who's now in the hole at 0-2. Runner at second with one out. 3-2. Wildcats hanging on to the lead here at the bottom of the 7th inning. The 0-2. That pitch gets away. Oh, actually, it hit him. They say it did hit him, so the runner will have to go back to second base. So a hit by pitch to Butel. And that puts 2 runners on now. The tying and potential winning runs are now on for Forest Park. And Jared Berger will come to the dish. Pitch just misses outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Jared reached twice in this ball game via errors. Scored a run back in that 6th. Fouls it off. 1-1 the count. They give him a lot of room in left center field. Southfield plays him towards right. Here's the 1-1. Strike over the outside corner. No ball, or 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Levin brings the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on a high, hard one. Levin's 3rd strikeout in relief in this ball game. And there's 2 away. The Wildcats 1 out away from picking up a victory over county rival Forest Park. And a ball game that has been a dandy here in Ferdinand. Swing and a miss as Grant Fleck waves at that first one. He's in the hole at 0-1. Fleck is 1 for 3 in this contest. He singled back in the second. Rangers out hit the Wildcats 7-4 in this game. Strike called. Breaking ball pitch. And Levin is 1 strike away from giving the Wildcats their 19th victory of the year. He will step off the mound. Off the rubber. Now comes again, sets. Fleck waits. The left-hander, Jack Levin, deals the pitch. High, ball 1, 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Strike 3 called, and the Wildcats win it. Grant Fleck is struck out looking by Jack Levin, who in relief today picks up 4 strikeouts in relief. The Wildcats win the ball game 3-2 for the Wildcats. 3 runs on 4 hits, 3 errors, and 8 men left on base for Forest Park. 2 runs on 7 hits. They had, for the Rangers, 1 error in this contest, and 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 men left on base. So the Wildcats win this ball game by the score of 3-2. A thrilling contest here at Forest Park. The Wildcats have now swept their county rivals here in 2024. Again, defeating the Forest Park Rangers here this afternoon at Forest Park, 3-2. The Cats improved to 19-5. Forest Park falls to 17-4 and have now lost 2 straight after losing to North Posey on Friday night. The Wildcats will be back in action on Tuesday. Quick look again at the schedule for the Cats as we head into the final week of the 2024 regular season. The Cats will be at home for a third try at playing the Harrison Warriors after being rained out twice for that contest. They will be playing at Evansville at 5:30 on Tuesday. 6:30 is a kind of a change in the schedule, which the Cats were originally supposed to play the South Spitzer Rebels, but that game got changed due to South Spitzer having to make up a conference game. So the Cats picked up North Posey. So the Vikings will travel to Jasper for a 6:30 start on Wednesday. Thursday, another makeup with Bloomington South at 6 o'clock. And then the season finale against the Tecumseh Braves next Saturday at 1 o'clock at Alvin C. Ruxer Field. All the weeknight games, of course, can be seen at 10 o'clock on their respective evenings here on 18 WJTS. And then next Saturday's game, of course, can be seen next Sunday at 1 o'clock here on 18 WJTS. Thrilling ball game here at Forest Park, which the Wildcats defeat the Rangers by the score of 3-2. 3 runs for the Wildcats, 4 hits, 3 errors for the Cats, and 8 men left on base. 2 runs, 7 hits, 1 error, and 11 men left on the base for Forest Park. Again, the final score 3-2. Jasper with the victory here at Ferdinand. For Jeremy Marcos, I'm Carey Schneider saying good night, or good afternoon, I should say, from Forest Park.